Now tell me this, who is in control of your love life? Who is in control of your relationships? Well, I've got a simple test for you to know the answer to that. And the test is this, are you satisfied? Are you fulfilled? You see, people who are in control of their relationships know that everybody has problems, and you know things go wrong for everyone. But people who are in control, people who have the power in their relationships, are able to navigate through them without a whole lot of drama, without a whole lot of fear, and without a whole lot of heartache. Now, if you're the kind of person who is in control of your relationship, you're really the envy of your friends, of everybody. Not many people can have that control. You get to have the things that you want and find satisfaction in the relationship that you have because things go your way. You know how to get the person that you love to compromise, to do whatever it is that you want to do, and to create a fulfilling and passionate romance. Now, if you're not in control of your relationship and you're not in control of your love life, well then, your experience is much different, isn't it? You're typically gripped by fear. The fear of being left, the fear of someone else stepping in, the fear of somebody else taking the person that you want, and you feel kind of helpless. It's very disempowering not to be in control of your relationships because you're always feeling like somebody else is making the decisions. So, now which one are you? What if you're in control? If you're the one that has the control in your relationship and control of your love life, then things are great. But if you're not, then what is it going to take for that to change? What would it take for you to be able to go from being a person who isn't in control, who doesn't feel empowered, to be able to be a person who is? Because we both know, don't we, that it's not something that's just going to happen overnight. For example, if you're not feeling empowered by your relationship now, if you're not being satisfied, well then you're not just going to wake up and have that be the case. There are specific actions, though, that you can take. And really, they're a lot simpler than you think they are. Sometimes when we feel helpless and disempowered, the thought of having any other experience is kind of overwhelming. But once you get to the clearing, and you know, move all that stuff out of the way, you realize that not only is it easier than you thought, but it's a whole lot more satisfying. It's a whole lot more satisfying to be the one that gets the girl or the guy that you really want, instead of being the one that watches them ride off into the sunset with someone else. That's what the M3 system is all about. Because, let's be frank here, there's nothing more important in our lives than our relationships. You can make as much money as you want and have all the status and even have the career, but if you don't have a connection with that special someone, what does it all matter? So that's what the M3 system was developed for, to empower you. You see, it's not just about how to get back with your ex, it's about how to put you in control of the most important part of your life, which is your romantic relationship. So that you don't have to worry about your heart being fragile, you don't have to be fearful, you don't have to guard yourself, you don't have to protect yourself anymore. Instead, you can live courageously, you can live with confidence, and you can live knowing that the person, that part of who you are, is magnetically attracted to you, and you'll be able to bring that person that you want back into your life. And here's the real kicker. What makes them adore you is that you're going to be able to be what I would call a one-percenter, what I call a one-percenter. Look, I know it's boring and cliche, but 99% of the people in the world have drama-filled relationships. And if that's what you want, then you're perfectly entitled to it, and you probably don't have to do anything. But if you want to be a one-percenter, that other 1%, if you want to be the kind of person that other people envy, and make a relationship in a life that is not only satisfying, but you're in control of it, then there are certain actions that you should take, that you need to take, or else it's not going to happen. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like to invite you to download the M3 system today, and when you do, take a look at the persuasion module first. In this module, in this one module alone, you're taught one sentence that is incredibly transformative because here's what it does. It enables you to bypass, really to penetrate through your ex's or anyone's defenses. Find out what it is that really motivates them. You know the difference between what people says motivates them and what really motivates them. The things that people say motivate them and what really does. For example, as a guy I like fast cars and fancy cars. Well, I might say I like it because I like the design. But really, I love the prestige. I love the feeling that other people thinking I'm cool. And we're all alike in this way. So anyway, this one sentence, it teaches you how to hone in on what those specific, primal, subconscious motivations are so that you can satisfy them. And if you're the one that satisfies them, then you can imagine who that person would want to be with. They'd want to be with you, of course. So download the M3 system now. Go through the persuasion module and really use it. Allow it to work for you, so that in just a few days you can feel empowered again. You can feel that surge of confidence, and just imagine that feeling and radiating that. and how much more attractive that would be than maybe the behavior that you've been using right now, right? Maybe it's felt like your relationship failed, but instead imagine that surge of confidence in knowing that you're the one that can really satisfy what your ex wants better than anybody else. How would that change the way that you interact? How would that give you more power? And how would that make your life more satisfying? So go ahead and download it now and get immediate access to the course, and I look forward to hearing the great success that you achieve because you do have the power to do it.